We're going to begin with Team Excellence again, and they are for the moot. Introduce yourself so Mr. Milton can capture the moment. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Christopher Edwards.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisha Jacobs, and I'm the second speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alfred Brown.
We'll now ask Team Positivity to go ahead and introduce themselves.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dylan Russell.
A pleasant day to all. My name is Talia Alexander.
Hello everyone, my name is Danny Nugent.
I'll quickly ask our judges to just introduce themselves.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Sonia Beckford and I am anticipating a lively discussion this afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Samuel Duke, and I also am expecting an excellent debate between the two teams.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Summer Parchment, and I am excited to see who will take home the trophy.
So for the debate, the team that is for will go first. So that is Team Excellence. They will begin. So first speaker, please step forward.
Good morning, respected judges, honorable chairperson, timekeeper, worthy opponents, and fellow students. Today I rise with confidence and conviction to affirm the motion that deportment is a key ingredient to students' success. Before our case, allow me to define the key terms. Deportment refers to a student's behavior, attitude, self-discipline, appearance, and the way he or she conducts themselves in different environments. It is the outward reflection of inner character. Success in this debate extends beyond academic grades. It includes personal development, leadership ability, positive reputation, and access to future opportunities. We firmly maintain that deportment is not optional, it is essential. It is not secondary, it is fundamental. Firstly, deportment builds discipline. The first and strongest pillar of success is discipline. A student may be brilliant, gifted, and talented. However, without discipline, that brilliance will never reach its full potential. Intelligence may open a book, but discipline ensures it is studied. Good deportment teaches punctuality, respect for authority, attentiveness, and self-control. These are not small qualities, they are the habits that produce excellence. As stated in 1 Corinthians 14 verse 40, let all things be done decently and in order. Order creates focus. Focus produces consistency. Consistency produces achievement. A student who behaves appropriately in class is more likely to listen carefully, complete assignments on time, and avoid unnecessary distractions. Deportment creates the environment where learning can truly take place. Without discipline, even the most intelligent student can fail. Therefore, deportment lays the foundation for academic success. Secondly, deportment shapes reputation and opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow opponents, success is not built on grades alone, it is built on reputation. As Proverbs 20 verse 11 wisely states, even a child is known by his doings. People may forget your test score, but they will always remember your behavior. Teachers recommend students not only because they are smart, but because they are respectful, responsible, and dependable. Employers hire individuals not just for qualifications, but for professionalism, attitude, and character. A student with poor deportment may have talent, but negative behavior can close doors. Good deportment, however, opens doors. It earns trust, it builds credibility, it extracts mentorship, it creates lasting impressions. In a world where character speaks louder than certificates, deportment becomes a powerful advantage. Third and lastly, leadership is impossible without proper conduct. True leaders are not only intelligent, they are composed, respectful, and self-controlled. Deportment cultivates these traits. The renowned poet Maya Angelou said, "If you find it in your heart to care for somebody else, you will have succeeded." Deportment reflects care through respect, empathy, courtesy, and emotional control. Students with good deportment naturally become role models. They do not demand respect, they command it through character.
Mr. Chairperson, honorable judges, with the opponents, timekeeper, and my attentive audience, present day. We, the opposition, rise to firmly reject the motion that deportment is a key ingredient to student success. Let us first clarify the terms. Deportment refers to students' behavior, manners, and conduct, such as how they sit, speak, and follow rules. Success, however, refers to achievement academically, professionally, and personally. The ability to reach one's goals and contribute meaningfully to society. While good behavior is desirable and contributes to order, is not in any way, shape, or form the decisive fact that determines success. Success is driven by knowledge, ability, effort, resilience, and opportunity. Let us consider Jamaica's own sprinter legend, Usain Bolt. As a student, he was known for being energetic, playful, and far from the usual quiet, model pupil. Yet, he did not become the fastest man in the world because of classroom deportment. He became great because of natural talent, disciplined training, strong coaching, and relentless hard work. Let that sink in. Now, this demonstrates the critical truth. Excellence is built on ability and perseverance, not merely behavior. In fact, many students who display exemplary deportment still struggles academically. A polite student who lacks understanding or resources will not automatically succeed. Conventionally though, a student who is outspoken, unconventional, may excel because of curiosity, creativity, and deportment. Let's not forget, external factors also play a major role. For example, quality teaching, access to materials, supportive family, and mental well-being. Deportment alone cannot overcome these realities. Therefore, while deportment may contribute to a pleasant classroom environment, it is not, in no way, shape, or form, the key ingredient to success. The true drivers to success lies competence, opportunity, and effort. Thank you very much.
Ladies, gentlemen, and worthy opponents, I stand firmly that deportment is the key ingredient to a student's success. Previously stated that deportment refers to a student's behavior, attitude, discipline, and respect for rules and authority. Today, I will prove that deportment is not just important, it is essential. Firstly, deportment creates the environment necessary for learning. Research consistently showing that students perform better in structured and disciplined classrooms. When students are respectful and focused, teachers can teach effectively and learning increases. However, in classrooms filled with disruption and disorder, academic performance declines. Therefore, without good deportment, even the best lesson cannot produce success. Secondly, deportment builds self-discipline, and discipline drives achievement. Successful students are punctual, complete assignments on time, and prepare for examinations. These habits are not based on intelligence alone, they are based on self-control and responsibility. Studies in education and psychology shows that students with strong self-discipline often outperform students with higher IQs but poor behavior. This proves that discipline is a stronger predictor of success than intelligence alone. Thirdly, deportment determines opportunities. Universities and employers do not look at grades alone. They look at attitude, leadership, teamwork, and character. Many scholarship and leadership roles require good conduct records. A student who is intelligent but disrespectful may lose opportunities, while a disciplined student gains trust and recommendation. In conclusion, deportment shapes character, strength, and discipline, creates positive learning environment, and open door to opportunity. For this reason, we firmly stand in support of the motion that deportment is indeed the key ingredient to a student's success. Thank you.
Team Positivity, second speaker.
Mr. Chairperson, I rise to continue the opposition case. History, both global and Jamaican, shows that success comes from creativity, courage, and innovation, rather than perfect adherence to behavioral expectations. You may have heard the granny say many times, manners carry you through the world, but in all honesty, will manners bring you fear? I think not. Let us consider one of Jamaica's most influential figures, Bob Marley. Bob Marley did not follow a conventional academic path, nor did he achieve global recognition because of exemplary school deportment. His success was born from talent, passion, cultural expression, and resilience in the face of hardship. Through music, he transformed reggae into a worldwide movement and gave voice to social issues affecting millions. This level of impact cannot be measured by classroom conduct reports. His story demonstrates that success is not confined to those who conform perfectly to school rules. Often, the very qualities that lead to greatness, such as originality, boldness, and independent thinking, may be misunderstood as non-conformity. So, let us reflect on the greats from our past, our national heroes. Were they well behaved? And if they were, where would we be? How about people of our time, Dookie Chin? For example, our very own chairman, Mr. William Shagori, and so many students who have passed through the walls of this very institution. Their success was not a result of good reportment alone. This excessive emphasis on deportment can unintentionally suppress the development of critical skills. Students who fear punishment for speaking out may hesitate to ask questions, they may not challenge ideas or express creativity, yet they are precisely the abilities required for innovation and leadership. A society progresses not because everyone follows rules quietly, but because individuals think boldly and act decisively. Success, therefore, requires qualities of imagination, perseverance, and vision far more powerful than mere outward behavior. For these reasons, deportment cannot be considered the key ingredient to success. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here this morning to analyze and understand why deportment is a subsequent pillar for achieving success. Firstly, deportment builds confidence in persons who are willing to take the time to practice and implement it in day-to-day interactions, which leads to strong, confident, and high-quality leaders who are prepared and ready for the obstacles of life and the challenges that the outside world might throw at them. Secondly, it acts as a social calling cord, joining positive and impactful persons in your life. Not only encourage but guide or help you to achieve success. plastering an image that persons can see and say, yes, that's the level I would want to achieve as an individual. Becoming the top standard everyone wants to work to become one day. Thirdly, it builds effective communication skills, which are the most crucial skills to have as an individual. In this ever-evolving world, not just the world, but in our very schools, students who practice great deportment tend to be more responsible, consistent, and disciplined in their work. To sum up what I've just said, deportment is not only a key pillar, but an essential element for achieving success. Thank you very much.
So let me get you back on track by presenting the final argument for the opposition. Our opponents may argue that good deportment prepares students for success by creating discipline and order. While we acknowledge that positive behavior can support learning, support is not the same as necessity. It is not the same as key. Onions and tomatoes contribute to the delicious taste of ackee and saltfish, but are they the key ingredients? Good behavior alone do not produce achievements, just like onions and tomatoes alone do not make ackee and saltfish. Take the example of Jamaica's national hero, Sir Alexander Bustamante. His journey to greatness was not shaped by classroom deportment, but by courage, leadership, determination, and a deep commitment to improving the lives of others, and to become a powerful advocate for workers' rights and eventually the nation's first Prime Minister. His success illustrates that true achievements demand inner strength, vision, and perseverance, qualities that extend far beyond simply following the rules. In reality, many well-behaved students still struggle academically or fail to reach their full potential because they are well-behaved. They are quiet, while others who are bold, outspoken, or unconventional go on to excel. This clearly shows that deportment is neither enough nor the final say. Success is complex. It requires knowledge, motivation, opportunity, emotional strength, and support system. Parents, that's where you came in. To isolate deportment as the key ingredient oversimplifies that many routes to human achievements. Education should produce thinkers, innovators, and problem solvers, not merely rule followers. Success is not awarded for sitting quietly. It is earned through ability, effort, and perseverance, like our Busta. Therefore, while deportment may be beneficial, it is not the foundation to success. We stand firmly and confidently opposed to this motion. I thank you.
But all time.
The proposing team went on to state that students with good deportment is more successful. Where is the proof? The second speaker also went to say, students who are disciplined make it easier for learning. But what about students who are autistic? What about students with learning deficiency? What about students who have challenges at home and can't make it sometimes? The last speaker went on to say deportment acts as a calling source. Where is that source? You have to think about students with difficulties, not just students who are well behaved. Because many students who aren't well behaved become more successful than students who listen, learn, and think even faster. That's why we kindly oppose to their proposal.
For this debate is Team Positivity. Let's give them a round of applause.